Okay, it's Tuesday, the 15th of April in 2025, and we're about finished with the house. Just taking a look from across the street. Got a lot of work done on the outside, and the inside's been finished for quite some time. And I parked Berta up there, my car, and just for effect, because I've never seen it from a distance up there. But you can see the work done on the driveway with the car, and the planters that we've started. Still some work to be done on these yet. And over here, we've got the walls in place for the over there for the. Oh, there goes some quail running along, little mountain quail there. Get along, little doggies. I don't know if you can see that or not. Well, they're hanging out over there by the plants, that hedge over there. He's up on that rock. Is he still there? Can see if I can get it down there. Sorry about that, but of course he took off. Oh well. Well, anyway, I'll have my editor take care of that. So you can see the house. Got another little courtyard walled off there. I'm going to walk around a bit, get a different perspective from a slightly different angle. So there's the front door. We got some gates in there now and a little wall for a courtyard. And again, the driveway, some planters, a mailbox, the basics, This ended up looking like this, part of the pool work, which I'll show you in a bit, required for legal reasons and permitting. Hey, there goes the quail again, over there hanging out near Berta. What are you guys doing? Boy, they're plump looking thing. Look at that. I think they're mountain or Gamble's quail. I'm not really sure. Anyway, they like Berta. Hey there, little guy. Hey, whoop, whoop, where are we going? Whoa, whoop. They flew. Yeah, so we're here a little closer this time. Their car is right there. You can see the driveway, the gates. Yeah, not doing such a good job at this. Kind of opens the courtyard. We'll zoom out a little bit here. Get a real view. I was kind of really enjoying those little quail there. Not such a tall set of gates, but hey, And we haven't figured out kind of exactly what we're going to do with the space in here. But it gives you an idea of what we got going on. Some planters in there. Probably going to be a fountain or something in here sooner or later. We've got these planters in here. And some planting to be done there. So many things are in, but many things are still going to have to be done. I wonder where those little quail went. Some gardening things we had to. Still got to paint this all black. We're coming around the west side, or east side rather. Oh, I see them. They're down there. So this is the east side. Got this paved drive-in walkway / driveway in. It was wide enough for cars to get in there potentially, or other things, I suppose. Although getting through this gate might not be so easy. That's a long-term thing. What we're calling phase 2. This is a planter we got in, growing all kinds of things. Some green onions, some chives and some other things that look kind of like potatoes. I don't know. They might be potatoes. I don't know really. On this side, there's your sprinkler controls and lighting controls. Some corn that isn't really going anywhere. Some squash and or pumpkins that have kind of took root here, and they're doing okay. This is where a lot of the roses, we got some of these roses from a local place in Fillmore that's famous for these things. And they had like a, budget grab area or whatever where you could get these things and with no promises attached. And we bought a bunch and put them in. And also we took a lot of the roses from my grandmother's place in Montalvo. Very, very old roses that everybody loved. And we tried to replant them here. And you can see they're all starting to take off. Except for one of them. It's not going to make it, I think. But I think this poor guy here is probably done for. Oh well. But quite happy to see that these have come back, and we're going to be getting, and we are getting, for example, some of these good old roses that everybody liked quite a bit. I'm having a little bit of a clover invasion here. I think we're going to have to get on these weeds. This is actually the neighbor's property, and that's the property line right there, that stake. But the way they do the neighborhood rules and bylaws is the fence has got to be down below the grade here so that it doesn't obstruct people's views. Fence is not obstructing people's views. So here we are now in the back part of the backyard. Forgot to show the kitchen, the east kitchen that we've been working on, and trying to get, we're just trying to get stuff settled out here, but eventually this is going to be a little more private area. We're going to have our kitchen table, chairs, stuff like that right now. Everything's tucked in here to get some shelter from the weather. So I got the wok burner set up. This is our old countertop. We had a countertop inside. It was I think it was a 10-foot by, was it a 8-foot by 10 foot? No, it wasn't that big. It was 4 by 10 or something like that. Anyway, they took out a piece for the range top, and so this is a Cambria slab on our outdoor kitchen area. And then these are cabinets that are covered up currently. And then we got the sink in with the garbage disposal. And so we can dispose of garbage. That goes into a stub out we had put in. This is a door. It actually goes into the kitchen through here. Here, I'll just give you ooh, maybe I won't. It's locked. Good. That goes into the kitchen, and you can come out, work out here, and get your things done. And so that's the stub out there that was added when we did the foundation work. Kind of thought ahead on that. Pool is there. You can see there's a kind of a patio facing. This is all facing south. Kind of the view, south catching the view. Today's very foggy, and a lot of this is very different when the sun is shining. Got a little planter ledge here we haven't been using, not yet anyway. And then we're growing some lettuce here, which has kind of gone bananas in the last 3 or 4 days, which I'm really happy about actually, because it was like this. Oh, probably ought to take this guy out. He's, oh no, lettuce, shredded lettuce. Seems like he needs freedom. Despite all my rage, I am still just lettuce in a cage. And kind of a little planter we built up out of old bricks and things. I don't think that's got much future here, but just try to protect the track and the the door for, this is one of these bifold panel doors, and ah.civ.man Works is the company. And yes, our extensive collection of patio furniture, which isn't here. And so these are drains in the patio for water that might overfill from either from rain or from splashing. So the pool today is not so brilliantly beautiful because there's no light, but or wind. It's very calm, and the pool cleaning cycle hasn't started yet. But it's 18 by 35. We've got a 7-foot spa in there with a little sort of a Baja shelf, and that's an automatic. I say automatic, but it's manually operated pool cover. So I just opened it up to give you kind of a view of what it looks like in there. It's a saltwater pool, and it's got the Pebble Tech treatment, or Pebble Sheen, which is another type of Pebble Tech called Desert Tan. And you can see that it, hopefully you can see anyway, that it, in the shallower ends, it's kind of a beige tan sand kind of look. And then as you get further into the depth of it, and this over here is 8 feet. You can see it takes on sort of a teal color, and you can see the sparkles are an additive called shimmering sea, which we had put in there. And there's a little bit of a seating area for you can sit along in there. We had that, and then there's a bunch of jets in there. Very nice, very nice. We had turf put in, and you can see all around here the perimeter. We just had so much area that we had to cover, and didn't really want to plant it with anything for lots of reasons. So yeah, that's it. We have I'm so used to these things, I'm just doing them. But yeah, we had pavers put in here, sort of access to that slope, and to give a continued space walking people in here, hopefully not walking in there. So you know how things go. And then this is the other side. Again, we've got a gravel path here, some grass. We thought it'd be nice to be able to get from here to here and here, which we plan on putting like a fire pit and chairs. We actually have the fire pit and chairs. They're just in Montalvo still. This is the, we'll eventually have this as a bit of an entertainment area. It's really nice. I like it, and given the right weather conditions, it could be very, very nice. So this pathway, gravel path, leads to a walking path down the slope. It's kind of covered up by a lot of weeds, but we had these weeds whacked recently, and it looks like they're coming back. A little bit of a vengeance thing going on there. Planted a lot of avocado trees. You can see them down there, kind of down along the bottom there. Some citrus trees and a couple of persimmons, Fuyu persimmons. And I'm just hearing the pump go off. There's a Meyer lemon over there. And then this is the planter area for the greenhouse. And this is the greenhouse. A lot of plant-related activity going on here, because this greenhouse was quite good at getting things to grow earlier in the year when we were, starting out. This is it was 20 foot by 10 foot kit, Exacco, place in Texas. All these things they retail through Costco, as probably other places as well. And actually, it's a Scandinavian thing that they distribute through Texas. Exacco, I think, is the name of it. So it's got these vents. Brooke and I put this thing together over a little while, and I got the scar to prove it. A little walkway here leads into a double opening door, which I'm going to show you just in a bit here. We're getting around to the west side of the house. Pool's starting up. Pool equipment's over there. So we'll wrap around and have a look at that. Got these double sliding doors. And inside the house, wow, it's warm and nice in there. Humid. You can see the condensation on the top of the roof. I watered pretty heavily last night, and I think it's starting to build up some heat. But plants love this stuff. It's humid and nice. In fact, I'm thinking I'm going to leave this closed. I won't have to water so much. And today it's not really that hot, you know. I don't really need to have this closed. Open rather. We got some tomatoes starting when they're really going. They're going to need to transplant those. This guy's been going for a while. That's a zucchini that I'm concerned about. I should have taken that. That one's looking almost ready. I'm going to eat these things. I'll try to pickle them. I think they're better pickled than any other way. A strawberry that's given me, that is a corn that we kept in here instead of putting out there in corn purgatory over there. And it's done quite well for itself. I think we're almost past being able to transplant that thing. Yeah, the strawberries is perplexing me, but boy, it's going off. I don't see any fruit on this thing. Where did all the fruit go? Wait, there's some. Not looking so good there. Whoa, okay, all right, I'm not touching this. We shall not speak of these things. Some various and sundry seedlings that are almost probably getting to be the point at which you want to transplant these little guys. Some kinds of lettuce. Don't know what these dudes are. There's a little placard for those who want to read it. I don't. I can't. More tomatoes as if we didn't. And then this, I don't know. I think these are some sort of bean or something. I don't know. This is a raspberry, which seems to be doing okay. More things that I don't know. This is an orchid. I don't know what it's doing here. And peas. Yeah, peas. Actually, the peas did doing all right up here. Those are looking good enough to eat right there. Nasturtium. An artichoke seems to be doing okay. Maybe a little slow. Some more of this bronze leaf stuff. Red leaf or bronze leaf. It's doing well in here. More beans, I think. This thing has me perplexed. You can see what it looks like on top. It's like it's dying. And then I water this stupid thing 3 times a day. I don't get it. Something's weird about that guy. So probably more zucchini or a pumpkin or something. I don't see any. There is a tomato behind it. It's making flowers, but not making any fruit. There's another pea. Oh, look. We got a pea pod. Oh, they're looking good. I'm going to eat those. Anyway, that's the inside of the greenhouse. Shelves, seed shelf, top shelf. Those were all options. 4 vent windows. These corner gables. We had poured a slab in here and got the greenhouse set, and then poured the mounts or the foundation for the greenhouse supports after we built the greenhouse, of course. We've got electrical, sort of your 120 volt on the outside, and then this is sink for various. So this is also will someday be the clay, and we're going to get we were going to get a kiln here for, she could make her clay things and then fire them in the kiln here with glaze. That's a 240 that I added. And anyway, yeah, that's the whole deal inside here. Not much in the way of lighting yet, but kind of fun little things. It's actually nice in here. Uh-oh. One of the problems in here is birds they get in here and they don't get out. That's a little hummingbird that didn't make it. All right. Gonna have to clean up that guy. Edit that out, please, editor. So yeah, it's cold and harsh out here by comparison. And we do have some peas out here, although they're not really making peas yet. They would rather be inside, I think. But they're doing all right. Strawberries in a basket. Pool equipment. Surf shower. I have used it. It is nice. Air conditioning, condenser. We had this gravel in here because there's a whole lot of utilities on this side that exist in this area, and we didn't want to block or interfere with them too much. We did of course here. This is ultimately where the garbage cans will go. This was a Lowe's special fence for the pool, but then we had these little details added from the manufacturing guy. There's the neighbor. She's taking one of her grandkids for a walk. Morning. And we got this gate done on the east corner. Planted a camellia there. Hopefully that takes off. You get the little welcome bell there. It's loud. I don't even want to bang on that. So this has kind of a little latch inside here. You lift it up. It can open this way, or it can open the other way. And a little bit of a patio inside. Kind of more work to be done here. Got some plants, got some orchid mix. Got an orchid that strangely has just been the survivor plant of the decade. Crazy. Absolute, not even benign neglect, just pure neglect for probably 3 or 4 years in Ventura over in the edge of the Montalvo property, and the thing is just thriving. I don't know. Anyway. So that's that. It's got its own door. That goes to bedroom 2. What I call bedroom 2, but it's really the guest suite. But anyway, we can call these things whatever we want to call them. It's our house. And then you get a view of the drive with the garages. Kind of, there's another view of Berta. Oh, what a beautiful thing. Let's just admire Berta rakishly parked up here next to the house. Have you made it in life? Yes, you have made it. Okay, well, that's kind of your 360-degree deal. Update on the house. Bye.